All right, that was really exciting talk, guys. What did you think? Thank you so much, Raj, for setting the stage. And now we'll go through the bit more boring section, but for developers, maybe a really, really exciting section that how we are making this possible. Uh, So just want to make sure that a lot of things which we'll be sharing are futuristic as well. So just make sure that we are covered with the disclaimer. Uh, First, again, thank you so much for your loyalty and having a great experience with SingleStore. This means a lot to us, so thank you. We definitely strive to kind of make sure that you have the best possible experience, and this survey shows that we are doing a great job, and we're going to continue doing that, and that's one of our key focus. So thank you again. With that, just taking where Raj kind of talk about speed, simplicity, scale, what is the product principle we are taking this to the next level? So one of the biggest thing where we are now focused on that how we going to make our platform extremely developer friendly. That's our core mission. And you will see that throughout the day to day when we go through and showcase the product capability and simplicity. And when we say simple and easy, this is a mission from the UX to actual engine. How are you going to make these things simple and easy for you? One other big thing which we are doing, you heard about a free tier. We're also, you're going to see there is a massive attempt to make our platform extremely open. Because when you are developing application, we do not want to kind of make any boundaries or restrictions around that. And all with the enterprise scale. Without enterprise scale, you can't use that for your mission critical application. So these are the core principles which we are driving. With that, let's talk about that. What exactly is a SingleStore, Gen AI, and data platform? How does it look like? So let's take a look at that. The foundation, which is very, very important. I want everybody to understand the foundation of our whole platform is SingleStore database. This is how we are starting. So 3-tier architecture, HTAB, universal store, low latency response time, all the speed and everything. That's the foundation. Using that foundation, we are now offering some additional capability. The very first capability, which is the core heart of the whole GenAI, a pluggable and auto-tunable vector algorithms. What do you mean by pluggable and auto-tunable? You will see that. One of the big things which we are doing is that we are actually bringing you the best of the world open source algorithms, and we make it a completely pluggable, that interface. So today we are defaulting on FIAS, but it doesn't mean that 3 months, 6 months down the road it's going to be only FIAS. We're going to continue supporting more and more libraries. So within that, when you are running IVF, you're running HNSW and other algorithms, you have the option. So we will be at par or better than a lot of other open source technologies, because what you are getting is on top of the enterprise database. So this is great. What else is different? Why we call it a hybrid search? So we are also bringing the latest and greatest versions of Java Lucene. Do you know that we've been having a full text support in SingleStore database since 2017? And now we are actually taking it to the next level by adding Java Lucene support. And when you combine your vector search with a full text search, this is essentially start giving you hybrid. And we don't stop there. Because if you look at that, majority of the world data which is getting produced now is JSON based. You heard Raj talking about a SingleStore Kai for Mongo. When we are bringing this data and how we are getting 100x and better performance is not just simply a leveraging existing engine capability. We are doing ton of work to make those analytics better. And this is the third pillar. So, and if you look at that, most of the unstructured, semi-structured data is getting generated in JSON format. When you combine that with the full SQL semantic, power of full NC SQL support, this becomes a really, really powerful combination. And when you apply this both on your real-time transaction data as well as data at rest, this gives you a very powerful combination. You can start with any use case. You say that I have a full text search use case. I want to start from there. Absolutely, you can start from there. I want to start you as a vector database. Absolutely. But it will grow as your needs grow. So you can start today with a vector. Tomorrow, if you want to kind of extend that with full text, you can absolutely do that. And one other area where Raj talked about is how we are making the data integration easy. Because we want to kind of give you a common platform where you can come and build your application easily and seamlessly. And when you combine these things, you get a very, very powerful, a petabyte scale GenAI platform. That is the key differentiator. And you will see, we will demonstrate some of the capability which I'm talking about today. These are all part of our this big release. One other key differentiator, I don't know if people realize that or not, all this capability, we are exposing that through SQL interface. There are very, very few offering in the market which can do that. Not only that we are stopping there, we are also providing you the API-based access. And in very near future, thanks to engineering team and all the investment, we're going to be offering this in a serverless manner as well. If you combine all these things, this is essentially the core SingleStore engine. Where is the platform? This is where the top layer come into picture. This is where how to interact with the database, how to use your LLM, foundation models, notebooks, scheduling these things, bringing data from other sources. This is where the whole compute service come into picture, and this is where you can come and develop your application easily and seamlessly. If you look at this complete picture, this is essentially give you that mission critical GenAI platform. You can develop any kind of application on top of this. So you will be asking that, the next question is that, yeah, you talk about data sharing. What are you guys doing to make it easy? So let's talk about that. This is your core platform. If you think about that, there are three areas. Single platform, this is where your notebook and everything lives. Data store, multi-model support. Then you can run on any engine. So yes, this is great. But one of the biggest problem when people develop application, their data is sitting in some upstream sources, OLTP databases, their data might be sitting in some data lake and analytics systems. If you say, I want to build a system and integrating that on top of all these systems, your application is going to be very, very complex. What we are making it very simple. So very first thing we are doing is that one form of the data which comes very, very commonly is a streaming data. So we have a pipeline. We have a first-class support for Kafka, Red Panda, Confluent, and all those systems. So you can very easily bring data, streaming data into the system. You said, yes, that's great, but I also have data sitting in MySQL, Postgres, Mongo. How are you going to do that? This is where we are doing the zero ETL capability by bringing the CDC in that data into the system. You don't need to worry about any third-party tool to bring this data. And you will see in some of our demos that as soon as data is changed in the upstream system, that's available in SingleStore. And then if you want to do a transformation and other capability in the database, absolutely you can do that as well. So using all these methods, you can bring any upstream data sources, including mainframe and everything else. But you say, Nadeem, this is great, but I have data sitting in analytic systems. It could be Snowflake, Databricks, anything. Absolutely, CDC in, CDC out capability, you can use that to bring that also from there. One of the most exciting things which we are working, and that's a core part of our foundation and partnership with Snowflake and IBM, is we are extending our engine to do a native support for Iceberg. This allows to kind of share bidirectional data with any system which has Iceberg support. So if you look at that, using this, now I can bring all this data from any sources from here and have it here. And when I'm developing my GenAI application here, it's super, super easy and simple. This is where the low latency matters. This is where all those things are going to be critical when you're developing these applications. So what exactly we are doing with Snowflake? So a lot of our customers see Snowflake and SingleStore very, very complementary. They don't see us as a competition. They're saying they want to see a better native integration between Snowflake and SingleStore. They're pushing us hard. They want us to run in Snowpark. So we are treating Snowpark as another cloud for us. And we are running SingleStore in Snowpark. But we are not stopping there. Then we are also making sure there is a Iceberg-based integration, there is a single catalog, there is a native pipeline integration on the native format. So you have multiple ways to make sure that there is data not leaving Snowpark, but at the same time, there is easy integration. We're going to expose all this through Snowflake API. So you're developing on these all application, real-time data app, GenAI app, data warehousing on Snowflake API, which make it very, very simple and easy for you. With that, I want to kind of give you a very early teaser. This is this can absolutely change in coming weeks and months, but I want to kind of excite you that where we are in this journey to do a quick demo. If you look at that in this demo, what we are showing you that if you look at this line, this essentially is a Snowflake, and using their service capability, we are running SingleStore in Snowpark. And once we deploy that, I'm getting a public endpoint, how I can connect to my database now. And when I go to that particular URL, you will see that this particular version, which you are looking at right now, it is running actually in Snowpark itself today. And you can see there is a leaf node and there is an aggregator. All these services are there and the data is there. This is just a start of the journey. This is where we are taking this. I want to show you that how real is that. I want to thank Snowflake engineering team, our leadership, their leadership to make this possible, and all the customers who are pushing hard for this thing. You heard about CDC in and CDC out. One other capability which is very, very unique, which SingleStore offer, we want to make sure that all the capability which we are offering, can we apply to ourselves also? So you could have a system of SingleStore running in the cloud as well as on-prem, and say that, yeah, I want to make sure that there is a hybrid setup. There is an easy way to kind of move data from on-prem to cloud and cloud to on-prem. And in future, we are also working to deploy SingleStore in your customer VPC as well. So we have SaaS offering, PaaS offering, on-prem deployment, edge deployment, and you say that I want to kind of create a single pane out of that. How can I make sure that I can easily move data across that? This is where the capability which we are launching CDC out is the core foundation to make this happen. This is again the foundational to make this happen, and you will see a real-time demo around this thing. This you can do today. And ultimately there is going to be a single pane of glass to figure it out which data sits where, all those information is going to be there. Now let's talk about what exactly we are delivering this thing. You saw some of the roadmap items in the previous slides, where vision from product engineering perspective, where we are going. Um, but let's talk about what we are launching. What is the part of this Pro Max release itself today? So if you look at that, these are the core buckets where we have done a massive innovation, starting from the Helios or SaaS offering to core database. We believe core database is a great foundation. And the reason we are able to do hybrid and all of this capability, because all the innovation still goes into the core engine. You look at, keep in mind my first diagram, all the vector, full text capability, everything which we are adding is all in the core engine. So our nucleus is not changing. We're not trying to create new things. We are leveraging the existing capability of engine to build that. And there are a lot of great stuff is happening in the core engine itself beyond, including vector database capability and full text. There are a few other things which you'll love to see that, and we'll demonstrate those things for you. Data integration, we talk about CDC in, CDC out, Iceberg, and you see some of those capability also, that how we are making those things enable. The other area is the vector database. This is going to be a very, very cool demo for you. We'll talk about what exactly is in the roadmap, and we'll also demonstrate that how easy it is to use SingleStore Kyle without rewriting a single line of code.